Hello, everybody. My name is MastodonTrill X, and we are playing, or I am playing WWE. I'm not really playing, more of a watching. So, to everyone who doesn't know, because I know I haven't really, streamed most of this gameplay on YouTube or Twitch mostly. Uh, we're just gonna tell you guys a little story, pretty much, just this universe. So, in high school, about 5 years ago, me, and two of my best friends right here.
Hi,
Yep. This is Gaming Satanas on Twitch, and this is Kazujubi
it's J-Lo.
or Jalen. What you on YouTube?
Yes, sir.
Link it in, or just like say what you are, your name, your title. Kazujubi. So these two pals of mine, you know, I got this game, and as any other person would do, I put my friends in. We made our characters. We made us as any wrestlers. And what happened once was we saw. I was inspired by many of real wrestlers like the Fiend Bray Wyatt and like Finn Balor. Each one having like not just like a normal attire, and then also having their own demon form attire. With mine, it was the Rams of Hell. These guys were a team that we three made together, and through these 5 years, even though it's not been that long, we have gotten a connection to them to the point where they have been in quote unquote in the industry for a long ass time, especially in the universe, in this part. So we made them because when we started watching WWE, we had a hatred for some wrestlers, and we wanted to fight back because they were, obviously, being evil in the real industry. Obviously, this sounds pretty cringy, but this is what we were doing when we were in high school. Everyone's got that kind of story in high school. But what we didn't think was that these characters were legit gonna be a big part of our lives, or at least a big part, or of a certain part in our lives. Um, so the Rams of Hell, to just clarify, was a group that us three made. It was them. It was Gaming Satanas and Case Juvie together for a while. They were the first two members, and I was by myself. And then I joined in eventually, and we decided to become a whole team called the Rams of Hell. The reason we called ourselves this was because we were dressed up in like the Bray Wyatt masks, the goats. And when that happened, we we made the team because like I said, we were mad at a certain people. And I'll show them to you right now. At the time, we were mad at Baron Corbin. He was general manager of, I think it was Raw, and he kept on messing with Braun Strowman and everybody like that. Drew McIntyre just finished being a dickhead to Dolph Ziggler, and decided to he decided to join forces with Baron Corbin. And if you guys are a true WWE fan, I think you guys know which show or episode this was. Hopefully, you guys know, but pretty much try to remember this. That it was a time when Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley were a team, and they kept on fighting everybody, and they called themselves better than everybody, better than the Shield, and that just got us all angrier and stuff like that. And so when we made this team, we only did it for that specific time, but eventually it turned into something more than just that. Now these attires that you see here are somewhat retro, if you want to say that, except for the James Crow one, to be honest, because that one was always stuck like that. But I've always done so many changes to my friends' attires, and honestly, I I always loved messing with like different characters and different styles of clothing. So obviously, I made them look a lot more badass than me and stuff like that. And so this was the first team that we ever fought against. The one that kind of started the biggest team that we made. So, and if you guys know that in the universe, you play like, by years and stuff, like it's each by a month, weeks, and stuff like that. So in total, they have been in the business, in the universe at least, because I've deleted multiple ones, but if I really count all the years and all the WrestleManias that I've made them be in, they've been in there almost as long as just a little bit under Undertaker, which is almost 30 years. 30 years of Undertaker. These guys were like just a little bit underneath. And so, obviously in real life it was just 5 years, but it's the fact that, I've used them so much and we've always had storylines with them. We thought of them kind of like a similar way of like the Wyatt family crossed with the Shield a bit. We were all these dark creatures fighting either for becoming heels or being saviors. We were pretty dominant when we first started, and then like any team, there is tragedy that happens in them. PJ. So I know, but in the storyline, the Dark Lord PJ, he rebelled a bit. He rebelled kind of against us. But even though he, not by his intentions, by the the AI's intentions, um, the characters were, you know, they always wanted to get the gold. Obviously, that's how the business is in real life as well. Sometimes to get gold, you have to betray a few friends, and obviously, that's what the Dark Lord wanted. So, obviously, we all had gold, but the Dark Lord wanted different kind of gold instead of tag team gold. He wanted the championship, and obviously, in real WWE, that happens a lot too. Um, Eventually, we split off. We each had our own solo career, and then Dark Lord was released from WWE eventually. So it was just me and Gaming Satanas, or James and Diablo, pretty much. James and Diablo were the only ones left. In an effort to still keep the team, we added members. We added my little brother. He's in the game, but he's not part of it anymore. We added him, and he was still way too inexperienced, so we took him out. And then we resorted to Diablo's brother, Bale. Yeah.
God damn.
Hopefully, it's not my network.
I'm good.
Hold on, let me check. Let me just check on YouTube. But hold on, guys. Alrighty, we're still streaming. Good.
Okay.
So what eventually happened was, since my little brother couldn't keep fighting since he was way too inexperienced, we decided to go with Diablo's twin brother, Bale. Bale was uh, pretty much a twin of Diablo. Same, almost exactly the same strength, same movesets, almost. A few differences there. And then eventually we became again dominant. And I just decided to expand it more because we were in the universe, and at the time when we were we were in the universe, there was at the time in the real WWE, there was that time when the New Day split up. And after seeing that, because Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston went to, it was a Raw, and then Big E stayed on SmackDown, or other way around. I don't know, but pretty much they got split off. What I feared from that was that we would lose the team again. So in an effort, I brought in another member. His name was Black Phillip. I'm pretty sure I've showed him a few times. If not, probably on Twitch, and if not at all, then sorry. But Black Phillip was pretty much another bigger character, and he was a way more athletic and more stronger. So we were all pretty dominant. And then obviously it did happen. It happened to the point where uh, Diablo and Bale stayed on Raw, and then uh, James and Black Phillip stayed on SmackDown. Okay. um. So when that happened, we obviously were in different or in different rosters, but still the same team, pretty much. And we dominated both still. And when we were brought back to one roster, there was four of us, and there happened to be four belts as well. Like there's the regular championship belt, the tag teams, which is two, and then that extra belt, like Intercontinental or United States Championship. And so again, we became pretty dominant afterwards. And like I said, it eventually turned into a really long reign of our characters. And finally, we decided as a group that we should definitely retire them because eventually Dark Lord finally came back to WWE. And this will be their last match as a team. Not to say that, these characters are completely out, but we are pretty much the way we feel about them is that we've immortalized them to the point where like they are as almost like Hall of Famers, and we just want to share that with you guys. And even if it's not you know big and everything, even though it's not really huge to like everybody, it was huge to us. And I'm just keeping it on here because, like I've said on my Twitch and on here, this YouTube channel that I make is stuff that I want to do. That's just creative to me and just random stuff that I find on my phone. Anything that I want to keep as memories. And these characters are something that I definitely loved. And we've had them for so long, so this is their retirement. And we're ending their last match with the first team that legit made this all possible.
Mm-hmm.
The first team that we all had to grow to hate to become this dominant force on the roster.
Also, another thing is throughout the universe of the WWE, we've made them to where pretty much they've been masked this whole time, and like we've made it to where it's a story as they don't know who they don't know who the Rams of Hell is, and so since this is their last match, we will be making them unmasked, and so it's an unmask and also their final match. Yeah, I just wanted to add that.
I mean, that is the thing too. That this is their final match, and they've always been masked, even though we obviously know their identities and stuff. It's still a big thing for at least the universe.
Yeah.
It's a little role playing thing. You can kind of understand.
Yeah, we're just pretty much, making the story out of it. And we just grew to like the story of it.
And so we're here now, just about to just make this happen, and hopefully, um, you guys enjoy it, and we are gonna enjoy it too. Thank you, Ted Croft. Like these guys, like I said, these guys were a big thing for us. 5 years of holding them together.
Here we go, man.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 802 pounds, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, see, thank you. It's and it's really like it's just that you get a little attached to them. So thank you for knowing how we feel. win or lose, at least it was by their very first team that they fought.
Well, pretty funny because Drew McIntyre did have beef with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So for him to beat him in the entrance is just hilarious.
Also, I did it because you know how he goes up to the corner and starts screaming. That too, or like goes into that corner and just. Yeah. Hashtag dragging for the legend.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that after this. Let's see if PJ remembers this.
But I mean, I think because we're on YouTube, it's not gonna put the music up.
What color is it? But you know.
Don't worry, I will edit this. I will edit eventually. This whole thing. For now, it's just this stream real quick.
It really looks like it's their last match too. Alright, you guys still in the ring!
They really did glitch out.
Move! You're in the way.
I want to be part of this.
They're just giving us reason to hate them again.
Yep.
You don't get to have a nice intro. Here we go. They're unmasked.
Six-man tag team matches are always chaotic. Buckle up and get ready, because this one is underway.
Guys, I have a feeling this is the type of match we'll go back and look at 3 or 4 times over the course of next week.
Baron Corbin likes to be the epitome of the term lone wolf.
Yeah, Saxton, Baron Corbin does what Baron Corbin wants to do, when he wants to do it, and how he wants to do it. Tonight, he wants to beat someone up.
There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is complete chaos, and all 6 superstars duke it out inside, and many times outside the ring. It's complete and total chaos. But if you're one of the legal competitors in the ring during that time, you must return to the ring before the referee's 10 count or risk being counted out and lose the match for your team.
Byron, you talked about the moment in 6-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a 6-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. And if you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I can see Byron making that mistake and ruin it for everybody.
Power bomb!
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations can be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone could think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction. The 3 superstars have aligned because of a common interest. The most crucial aspect to a six-man tag team being successful is that trio's ability to act as one cohesive unit. 3 individuals working collectively at all times.
So much can take place during a 6-man tag match. Regardless of what type of match the teams of 3 are competing in, the members of that team must be on the same page. Oftentimes, the teams who have the best continuity are the most successful. Something that is always important in a 6-man match is having the ability to perform double team moves. One of the things that successful 6-man teams try and execute are double team moves, and then have the third team member perform a signature or finishing maneuver to deliver maximum impact to an opponent.
Stop in the leg!
Teamwork is always paramount in a 6-man tag match. Superstars want to be able to have a level of teamwork where 2 members of the trio perform a double team move, and the third member follows that up with a move so their opponent is really down for the count.
The key is to deliver the maximum amount of punishment to your opponent in the least amount of time. You have until the referee's count of 5. It's not like you have all day in the ring, but if your team of 3 can deliver that type of offense, your trio will be in good shape.
It's starting to look bleak for him now. This might be the beginning of the end for him. He has got to do something quick. Whether you love him or hate him, if you're human, you have to feel for him right now.
Oh, he's almost there. There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole. Oh, nasty impact.
Drew McIntyre fans with some reason to worry here.
And you know, all 3 of the superstars he's up against won't back down at any point during this match.
And I can tell you exactly what his partner's doing.
Oh, right to the back.
This is all but over.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be nasty. This is going to be bad. What drop kick?
It's the mark.
This might be the opportunity he needed.
That is exactly what Drew McIntyre needed.
Drew McIntyre going for an early pin.
He's got plenty of gas left in his tank.
Not
You
yet.
guys were just gonna sit there? PJ, what are you doing, man?
Oh, what impact.
Ooh, what impact.
Tagged in. Look out, he's almost there. And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Oh, look out, there he goes.
Come on, PJ.
Knocked right off his feet.
Drop kick.
Oh, right in the back.
Oh, what an up.
Hellacious power slam.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
He's one of those guys that gets going, and it's hard to stop him.
What's Baron Corbin putting together?
Ooh, what impact. Now that's what I call making a statement.
Man, what a slam. Uh-oh, he's in trouble here.
Come on, PJ. You got this.
He's not going to go quietly.
There we go.
The superstar worth his salt, and he does.
Knocked off his feet.
Now that's a takedown. Baron Corbin doesn't care about the WWE.
Here we go. Nasty impact. Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
Harsh impact.
Here's Kenny doing here. And there's the kick out.
Too early for that.
I thought that was it.
WrestleMania.
Vicious knee.
What does Baron Corbin need to do now?
Byron, you made a great point earlier about Baron Corbin, and, well, he's all about Baron Corbin. Remember, this is a man who was thrown out of the NFL after a serious altercation during a team practice. Lone Wolf is right.
Look, I'm one of the few people who can say they're friends with Baron Corbin. The Lone Wolf wants to make sure all of WWE feels the end of days. I'd like to add, that was vicious.
He stops the count.
Go ahead, grab him again.
Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
Beautiful technique. There are two things to remember about Baron Corbin's end of days. One, the incredible display of raw power it takes to execute the maneuver. And two, Corbin doesn't care who he drops with it.
Just gonna stare at him. Wow, you wanted to see if he was dead.
That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action.
The end of days is such an impressive finishing maneuver and delivers. Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Oh, and he dodges out of the way. Drew McIntyre beginning to peter out here.
At this point, I'd say he's probably better off taking a tag to one of his partners.
Don't write him off just yet, guys. From what I see, he's got...
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Shit.
This might be it. Oh, my.
He's looking hapless out there, and his chances of winning the six-man tag team match appear to be slipping away.
At this point, he certainly seems to be the weak link of this three-man team. You know, a lot like you, Saxton. Bring me and Cole down.
He's in big trouble here. I don't think I remember ever seeing him this much off his game.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to be nasty. This is going to be bad. Watch the impact.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Specifically targeting the leg.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
Drew McIntyre really needs to dig down deep and fast. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
The way he got up like a zombie.
What a slam.
Impactful. Will jar your spine.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a Swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote. When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
We spoke about one of the superstars in six-man action and how crucial it is to have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a six-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a six-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake could be made, and it could be very costly.
In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
Here he goes. Nailed it.
This might be...
Here he goes for the win. Corey, we talked about...
Look out. Baron Corbin is measuring.
Come on, let me get in.
tagged in.
Okay.
Really targeting the back on that one.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
Strong kick. My goodness.
Baron Corbin loves to hit people.
I think we know what this is. Ooh.
This might be the end of Corbin.
I think so.
Holy shit!
Wow!
What a
They
six-man
won!
tag match.
Rams of Hell win!
Some superstars doing what they do best. Here are the highlights.
He's getting after it here.
Good shit.
Check this out.
You ready
This
for this,
was
PJ?
another great moment. He really put on a great show.
Here are your winners, Demon Lord PJ, Sean Watkins, and Diego V.
Dominating tap-out victory here.
No shame in tapping out to that move. Wow, that looked incredibly painful.
We may be in New Orleans tonight, but I assure you there was nothing easy about that win right there.
Damn. Well,
That's it. That's the end of
thank you guys. I know this really wasn't supposed to be like a big ass stream or nothing. It was just to record this final match. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know, and this is, you know, the retirement of these three characters as the Rams of Hell. Like I said, I will be editing this and probably adding some other clips that I've gotten from other parts. But this is them. The final match. When we left, we finished with a good taste in everybody's mouth.
Yeah.
We main evented WrestleMania many times.
This is the last time for them. They did great. Definitely a great match. Sucks to say goodbye to them though, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do to continue to progress, you know?
Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell icon to get notified every time you know, go start posting on YouTube again. I'm also streaming on Twitch. Make sure to go over there. And same thing, it's MastodonTrill X. It's MastodonTrill X, just underscore and then X. And we got Gaming Satanas over here, who's also streaming on Twitch. Not right now, but he is also. Definitely go check him out too. And then Kaz Jubi, he plays on. He posts on YouTube, and he definitely plays a lot with us. Now that he's got his PlayStation again, he's definitely going to be playing more with us. So you'll definitely hear him in more streams on Twitch. And again, thank you guys for understanding what we were just recording. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.